Welcome all to my session. My name is Juutilainen and I'm a long-time Munki user and the creator of Munki Admin app. First of all, I'd like to say thank you very much Matt X and the crew for having me here. MacDevOps Vancouver has always been on my list of conferences to visit, but unfortunately Vancouver is so far away from Finland that I've never been able to make that happen. This session will be about Munki Admin tips and tricks. There will be things for both Munki Admin the app and Munki Admin the person doing the Munki administration. But first a bit about me. I live in a small town in the middle of Finland called Jyväskylä. And if you don't know where Finland is, it is in the northern Europe right between Sweden and Russia. It seems now that I've spent the past 18 years of my life using computers full time. For the last decade, my main responsibilities have been in the back-end side, administering all the servers and services related to keeping Apple devices running smoothly and securely. While I get to work with a lot of macOS and iOS devices, the other half of my workday is spent with Linux servers. I started my career as a studio technician while also being very active in the local music scene. I've played piano and keyboard for my whole life, but when my son was born in 2014, I decided to wind that part of my life down and spend the weekends at home with my family. Now, before we get started with the text slides, I'd like to show you a couple of comic strips that I've used before in my presentations. These are called Finnish Nightmares, and I think they perfectly capture the way most Finnish people think and act in social situations. Finnish Nightmares is a webcomic by Karoliina Korhonen presenting the daily life and struggles of Matti, a socially awkward Finn. Please note that these comics were created in 2015 and 2016, so the current global COVID-19 pandemic gives them a whole new meaning that everybody can relate to. So let's start by The Bus is Full, followed by When a salesperson accidentally touches you, and When an acquaintance stands too close when talking to you and they casually touch you. And now on to Munki Admin. Here's some general things about Munki Admin. It is an application for managing Munki repositories, as most of you might already know. It is a native macOS app and uses standard technologies built into the system. The project was started in 2010, right after I found out Munki exists, and I immediately thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. When learning the basics of Munki, it soon became clear to me that it would be really cool to have an app which would scan the repo and automatically know about all the different relationships between the package info files and manifests. One of the key things that I've always tried to respect is that the end user should be able to use whatever tools to make changes to the Munki repo. It was the #1 decision that using Munki Admin shouldn't require any specific things within the repository, and it shouldn't force a specific workflow. Therefore, it is perfectly fine to use Munki Admin along with any other tools to make changes. You can use the built-in command line admin tools like Manifest Util and Munki Import, and you can use a text editor to edit the raw files. The only thing to watch out for is that you shouldn't make changes to the repo with other tools while also making changes with Munki Admin at the same time. Here are some of my personal recommendations for working efficiently with Munki repositories. The #1 thing in my opinion is to keep your repo under version control. I use Git, but any other version control would work too. The most important thing you get out of this is that you get to track the changes in your package info and manifest files over time. You get an immediate audit log for who did what and when, but you also get a powerful tool to move your repo around. You also get an important safety switch for your clients because you're never editing the live repository that is constantly being queried by the clients. You should exclude the actual installer items and the packages from version control, and also exclude dynamic contents such as the catalogs and icon hashes. The packages should be kept in a central location like a bucket in an object storage or a network attached storage. The Make Catalogs tool runs perfectly fine on other operating systems like Linux, so you don't need a Mac to make your repo available to clients and to run the Make Catalogs tool. Automate everything you can. This means that once your Munki repository is in Git version control and your packages are centrally stored, you can create a workflow for publishing the latest version of your repository to your clients. If possible, you should use CI/CD tools to run the deployment workflow automatically. You should use AutoPackage for automating most of the repeated packaging tasks. If you have packages that require manual work like downloading a licensed installer, you should automate everything else in that workflow with AutoPackage so that you're only left with the task of manually downloading the licensed installer and then pointing that installer to an AutoPackage run. Last but not least, don't be afraid to refactor. If you're using the above recommendations, you should now be able to make significant changes without the fear of breaking things for the end user. You should be able to rename things, move things around, quickly test and iterate with new packages and new scripts, and also quickly go back and revert changes if problems are found. The first thing you do in Munki Admin is that you open a repository. The often forgotten thing here is that you don't actually need the installer items. Munki Admin will allow you to open a repository even if there are no installer items available so that you can make a quick edits to the package infos and manifests. You do need the installers if you want to move items around in Munki Admin or extract icons from the packages, but most operations don't really require the installers to be there. One thing that trips up new Munki Admin users is that Munki Admin is very picky about the package infos and manifests. It expects the values to be in specific types and will skip the package info or manifest files completely if it detects an unexpected value. So for example, the name key in a package info should be a string, not a date or integer or something like that. The other thing is that the files must be valid property list files, of course. So a misplaced tag in a text file will prevent Munki Admin from reading the file at all. Let's start with packages. After opening a repo, you're presented with a list of packages and a sidebar, or source list as I'd like to call it. The source list has a lot of functionality built into it. The basic functionality, of course, is that clicking on those source list sections will filter the package list in the middle. For example, choosing a category will only show packages assigned to that category and so on. The source list accepts drag and drops, and this means that you can, for example, assign categories and developers to multiple packages just by dragging and dropping them to the source list items. If you drag and drop to the directories section, Munki Admin will offer to move both the package info file and the corresponding installer item to that subfolder within the packages and packages info folder. This makes it easy to restructure your repo after building it up over time. One of the things I find myself doing quite frequently is cleaning my repo. There's a great built-in Munki command line tool called repo clean, which allows you to do most of the needed housekeeping, but there are times when I want to completely remove certain packages from the repo. When deleting packages with Munki Admin, there are a few things happening behind the scenes. The first thing Munki Admin checks for is if you are deleting the last remaining package for this specific name. If there are other packages with the same name, Munki Admin will only remove the package info and the installer item. But if you're deleting all of the remaining items for a specific name, Munki Admin will do some additional work for you. All of the references to this name will be removed from manifests and other package info files. This includes references in the requires key and the update for key in other package infos. And Munki Admin will also delete the icon file if it exists. If possible, Munki Admin tries to move the items to trash instead of deleting them from disk straight away. Now remember earlier when I said it would be good to be able to refactor your repo with ease. Renaming a package is one of those things that is simple for the user but needs a lot of things to happen in the background. When Munki Admin opens a repo, it scans all the package info files and manifests and links the package names together. This makes it easy to change the name of a package and have Munki Admin also change the name in all references, whether they are in other package infos as requirements or update for items or in manifests. If you once thought Office 2016 is a good name for a package, you might want to change it to something else now. An unexpected feature of renaming packages is that you can open up the rename window without actually going through with the rename to get a quick glimpse of all the other places the name is used. Have you ever wanted to see what manifests are actually using a package name? This was a thing I did for so many times that I created a shortcut to open the manifests view and type the package name to the search field. Try it out by right-clicking a package and choose Search in Manifests. Pressing the Escape key will quickly hide the search view and show the full lists of manifests again. If you've ever struggled with how Munki decides to install an item over and over again, you know that an installs item is the perfect way to tell Munki what to expect when a package is correctly installed. One of the hidden features, which is not very obvious, is that you can actually drag and drop items from Finder to the installs items list. Munki Admin will then run make package info with the F option and add the resulting installs item to the list. I find myself doing this all the time with difficult packages. I usually extract the package contents using a suspicious package and then drag and drop to the installs item list. Yet another fairly hidden and not so obvious feature is that you can copy and paste various items between packages. This list includes installs items, receipts, items to copy items, installer choices, XML items, blocking applications, and architectures. Moving on to icons. To open the icon editor, right-click on the package and choose Create New Icon for Name from the icon submenu. You'll get a new window which shows the current icon if there aren't any, and a number of ways to create a new one. Since Munki Admin is using standard system controls, the icon view accepts dragging and dropping image files from Finder and copying and pasting images from any source. There's a powerful extract functionality which can extract images from installer packages and disk image files. When extracting installer package contents, Munki Admin will extract every image file within that package and display a separate picker to choose from. Extracting an icon from a single app within a disk image is simple and will just extract a single icon. The Choose Image button does interesting things. The first thing it does is that it shows you a standard open dialog. In this dialog you can choose any file, and I really mean any file. It doesn't really have to be an image file at all. For example, if you want to create an icon for a configuration profile, choose a mobile config file in that dialog and Munki Admin will get you an icon for that file type. Pick an application file from the applications directory and Munki Admin will get you an icon for that application. Choose a bundle file and Munki Admin will get you that sweet white Lego block icon. Try it out and remember that you can always just hit cancel and Munki Admin will not change the existing icon. Now the default width and height for extracted icons is 350 pixels. There's really no option to change this in the user interface, but these are customizable through running a couple of default write commands. Here's an example for changing the default width and height to 512 pixels. Yeah. Okay, back to Munki Admin and manifests. Usually my Munki repos only have the site default manifests and I leave the client identifier empty in the client configuration. This allows me to have a sort of a fallback manifest which every client uses by default unless I've created client-specific manifests, usually with the serial number as the file name. In a perfect world, I'd use the site default manifest only for every client, but that's not really how it works. There are always some groupings you need to create and one or two special snowflake machines which require very specific manifests. When creating new manifests for machines, Munki Admin has a powerful CSV import feature that you can use to create multiple manifests. I've probably not implemented this feature in a user-friendly way since I frequently get questions about the CSV file requirements and the file format. There really are no requirements as Munki Admin can import any CSV file. There are suggestions, of course, but not hard requirements. I think the main thing preventing people to try it out is that Munki Admin requires you to select the CSV file before showing the actual input window. For a new user, this is not intuitive and probably causes them to hit cancel before ever seeing the import window. But just like in other parts of Munki Admin, nothing is actually changed in the repo until you click on the Create Manifests button. The import window has a large preview section so that you'll see exactly what is going to happen and what values Munki Admin will use when creating the manifests. So no requirements for the format, but the first and only suggestion for the CSV file is that the file should have the column names on the first row. Munki Admin will use these names when populating the various menus in the CSV import window, and having names there will make things a lot more user-friendly. I find myself frequently using the Munki report export functionality to get a list of clients I want to create manifests for, or to modify the values for. I download the CSV from Munki report and drop it on the manifest list to open the CSV Input window. The CSV Input works great for serial numbers available from Apple School or Business Manager and for CSV files exported from Munki report, for example. Now, my favorite Munki feature of all times, the conditions. Conditions in Munki allow you to filter the various manifest contents to only be visible to machines meeting that condition. I use conditions in my manifests all the time to limit the visibility of items based on the macOS version or some other machine property. Munki Admin has a powerful editor for creating these conditions and for modifying the existing ones. Here are a couple of not so obvious features of the condition editor. First of all, you can drag and drop the rule rows to move them around. The second option is that you can option click any of the plus buttons to create a new Boolean operator group row in that position. You can then drag and drop rows to this grouping to make some complex predicates. Now within the manifest editor's condition list, you can drag and drop conditions on another to create nested conditions. This is a great way to split your long and complex conditionals down to simpler building blocks. If you have a condition selected in the list and press the plus button, the new condition will be created as a nested condition under the selected condition. Munki Admin version 1.8 includes a new button in the manifest editor which further helps creating new conditions. Munki Admin has a built-in list of condition templates for the most common use cases, and these are accessible through that menu. The menu also includes a list of unique condition strings Munki Admin has found in other manifests, so that you'll never ever have to recreate a condition multiple times in different manifests. If you want your own custom conditions available in the templates menu, you can add a list of them to the Munki Admin preferences using template conditions user key. One of the hidden gems in Munki Admin is that it supports running custom scripts in various stages of writing changes to the repo. You can run a script before and after writing a changed package info or manifest to disk. And you can also run a custom script right before or right after the whole save process. The script files can have any file extension, but they must be executable. Some of the things you could do with this could be to automatically make Git commits, running rsync or similar tools to move installer items around. Munki Admin checks two places for these scripts. The first one is within the repository in a Munki Admin/scripts subdirectory. The second one is within the user library folder in app support/Munki Admin/scripts. All of the pre-save scripts can abort the save operation by exiting with anything other than 0. The package info and manifest scripts are called with 2 arguments: the full path to the file being saved and only the file name for convenience. Now here's an example script for creating a separate Git commit for each changed package info file. And that's it. Thank you very much for listening. And now you're free to join me for Q&A in Discord.